Hi traders, this is Mikael Fusjö from beststrategiesfortrading.com. Today I'm preparing the chart for the 20th of November 2013. I'm preparing the US market. First, I'm going to give you my background, how I operate. I'm a swing trader. I use mostly contrarian strategies. I bring my methods from price action levels like pivots, peaks, troughs, trend lines, moving average. I do not look at stocks that do not have more than $10 million in daily average turnover. You need to be high volume stocks. My search methods comes from my own developed scanning algorithm. I built them in the Metastock platform. If you want to know more, look at my tutorial technical analysis 101 on YouTube, how I explain the philosophy and psychology behind how price action levels works on the chart. Regarding to money management, my position size is 10%. I use a target of generally 2.6%. It's a trailing target. I reset it end of day. My stop is minus 1.3%. Also trailing stop, reset end of day. I give you my normal example of how price action levels work. You can see this is the high peak in the market. This is the SPY, the S&P 500 tracking ETF, the high peak in year 2000. And when the price is coming up to that level again, that level makes up a resistance. And not always, but probably it will create a bounce in the market. This push down in this case. You can also use the 200 moving average. I consider that as probably the most used moving average. This is 200 daily moving average. How it make up a support on the way up and a resistance on the way down. You can also use trend lines. This could be a good example how to show how trend lines work. And most important, I believe that technical analysis with price action levels working because I make a lot of money from it, and the reason is that a lot of people make the same action at the same time in one direction, and that's because it don't matter what kind of chart and time frame you're using. This is the weekly chart, the levels are the same, and this is the monthly chart and the levels are the same as well. If you look at the indicators, they change. The 50 moving average, the 20 moving average, the 200 moving average, they all change when you change time frame. Okay, enough of that. Take a look at the first chart that I get for the US market. AS Corporation. I change the monthly data and I come up with this peak at 1544. That's my resistance level, and that's where I put in a short sell limit order. And as always, need to look if that particular stock has any earnings coming up, because you don't want to take a trade one day and then you have an earnings release and you keep the position overnight and then it gaps 5, 10, 15% in the wrong direction. You can't trade it like that. It's more like a game. Okay, take a look at the next chart. Aflac. Here you see a high peak from 2008, and the print is 68.81, and that's my level, my short sell limit level. Aflac doesn't have any earnings coming up. Okay, next chart. Alien Technologies, 80k. We get a very defined high peak, and the print is 120.90 cents. That's my short sell limit level. Check for any earnings for Alien Technologies. No earnings coming up. Next chart, Popular. Need to change to daily. You can see this is 200 moving average, only visible of course in the daily chart with daily time frame, but you also have a gap. This is where the close was on the 18th of September, and that's the level I'm gonna use. I'm using 29.09 cents as my short sell level. Popular. No earnings for Popular. Next chart, Cabot Corporation. Change the monthly data. You can see here we got a high peak in 2007, 49.87. Check for earnings for Cabot Corporation. No earnings. Close in time. Amdocs, you get a high peak here, 41.01 from 2006. That's where I put in my short sell limit order. Check for earnings. No earnings for dogs. Take a look at the next chart, DST system. This is the high peak that I'm looking at for a short sell limit order, short sell level. The print is 88.72. That's where I used for my short sell limit order. DST system, no earnings coming up. Next chart, Moody's, you got a easy to find high peak from 2007. The print is 76.09 for Moody's. That's where I put in a key level for my short sell limit order. Check for earnings in Moody's. No earnings coming up. And the next chart I'm gonna use is Nasdaq OMX Group. This is the peak that I'm using. The print for the high is 38.80. That's the level I'm going to use for my short sell limit order. And Nasdaq doesn't have any earnings coming up. That was the last chart I got to show you. Now I'm wrap it up with a list. Today I'm only going to put in short sell limit orders. AS Corporation 15.44, AFL 68.81, ATK 120.90, Popular 29.09, CBT 49.87, Amdocs 41.01, DST System 88.72, MCO Moody's 76.09, Nasdaq OMX Group 38.80. That was my own short sell limit order. And remember, this is my personal opinion. This is how I present my blog about my own trading, and this is not in any kind of advice for anyone specific, just for your information. And if you like to take a trade by this example or any other example, remember, it could be dangerous, it could be risky, and do not put more capital in the positions that you can afford to lose. That was me for today, preparing the US markets before the opening of the 20th of November 2013. Thank you for your attention and happy trading.